Good morning, children. Welcome back to mathematics class. How are you all? Hope you all are taking a good care of yourself. So, children, let us start today's class. This is class 10th, subject mathematics, chapter number 7, coordinate geometry, lecture number 3. And children, the content I am going to cover from NCERT. Fine, students? Children, in previous two lectures of chapter number 7, coordinate geometry, I made you understand how to derive the formula to find the distance between 2 points which are plotted on the Cartesian plane. That is basically known as the distance formula. Fine. And in lecture number 2, I explained you the derivation of the section formula. Now the question arises, what do you mean by section? What we used to do basically through section formula, you will be having 2 points given, and that point you have to calculate the coordinates of that very point which is going to divide the line segment in two parts in the given ratio. Fine. So through section formula, children, basically we are going to calculate the coordinates of the point of division. Understood? So today I am going to make you recall those two formulae first, and then further we will be proceeding. In today's lecture, lecture number 3, the topics which I am going to cover, they are number 1, recall of section formula. Along with it, children, I will make you recall distance formula as well. Fine. Number 2, concept of trisection. As it is clear from the name itself, means division of a line segment in 3 equal parts. Tri means 3. Fine. And section means division. Problems based on section formula I will be covering from exercise 7.2. Problem based on finding the unknown vertex of the geometrical figure. This concept also I am going to teach you today. And ultimately I will be taking the sums from exercise 7.2 which are based on above written concepts. Fine, students? Okay, let us start today's class. The very first topic is that I am going to make you recall the distance formula. So basically distance formula we use to find the distance between 2 points which are plotted on the Cartesian plane. Fine, students. Suppose here there is point P whose coordinates are x1, y1 and Q whose coordinates are x2, y2. They both are plotted on the Cartesian plane like this. Okay. The coordinates of P are x1, y1 and the coordinates of Q are x2, y2. So how will we calculate the distance between these two very points? It would be either x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and then its whole under root. Okay. Or I told you that you can go with x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square and then whole under root. Fine, children. So this is the recall of distance formula. Now let us switch to the recall of section formula. Children, you know section is nothing but the division. Here you can see that there are 2 points A and B which are plotted on the Cartesian plane whose coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2 respectively. And P is that very point which is going to divide this complete line segment in 2 parts. And in which part basically it is going to divide this line segment in the ratio m1 ratio m2. So through section formula, we can just calculate the coordinates of this point of division. Okay. So how will we calculate? First of all, I have assumed here let x and y be the coordinates of point P, which is actually known as the point of division of this line segment AB. Okay. So I told you how will we memorize this formula? For abscissa of point P, or I should call for the x coordinate of point P, you are going to find how m1 into x2 means this first ratio, first part of the ratio will be multiplied by the coordinate of point B plus m2 into x1 upon sum of the ratio, that is m1 plus m2. Fine. In the same manner, to calculate ordinate of point P, it would be m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1 upon m1 plus m2. Correct, students? So here it is written x, which is abscissa of point P. Point P is nothing but the point of division, is equal to m1 into x2 plus m2 into x1 upon m1 plus m2. Okay. Similarly, the ordinate of point P will be m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1 upon m1 plus m2. Correct, students? Children, one more point I told you in the same concept of section formula, that when you know that point P is going to divide the complete line segment AB in the ratio 1:1, in that case point P will be considered as the midpoint of line segment AB. So nothing else you are supposed to do in it. At place of M1 you should have to write 1, and at place of M2 you should have to write 1. Okay, so now what is the formula to calculate the coordinates of the midpoint? That will be x1 plus x2 upon 2 comma y1 plus y2 upon 2. From where basically did I get it? I have got it while putting m1 is equal to 1 and m2 is also equal to 1. It would be x2 plus x1 upon m1 plus m2 is what? 2. In the same manner, y2 plus y1 upon 2. Correct, children? So you please memorize this formula, because today in today's lecture there is more usage of this formula, which is basically the formula of calculating the coordinates of the midpoint. Okay, and that midpoint is actually what? The point of division, which is going to divide the line segment AB in the ratio 1:1. Okay, fine. Now children, let us switch to the next topic of today's lecture, that is trisection. Section means division and tri means 3. Means when a line segment is going to be divided in 3 equal parts, then that particular section, or I should say that particular division, is known as trisection. Okay. So for that children, I am going to take question number 2 from 7.2 so that you can better understand the concept. Okay, while taking this example, basically find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment joining the points 4, -1 and -2, -3. So children, as you will be knowing that we apply section formula only to calculate the coordinates or to calculate the ratio in which the point of division is going to divide the line segment. Fine. So now what I am going to do in this case, as it is said in the question that we have to calculate the coordinate of that point, which is basically a point, the point of trisection of the line segment. Okay. So now children, let us assume that P and Q, these be the point of trisection. Trisection means division of a line segment in 3 equal parts. So first of all, I have drawn a line segment, that is AB, whose coordinates are given, that is 4, -1 and -2, -3. Fine, student. Now I have to divide this complete line segment in 3 equal parts. So what I am going to do here, this is first point of trisection, let it be P, and another one is Q. Okay. Now because tri means 3, section means division, so equal division should be done. So it means point P as well as point Q, they are going to divide this complete line segment in the ratio 1:1:1. Okay. Or in other words, I can say that P is going to divide AQ in 1:1 and Q is divide the rest part, that is PB, in 1:1. This can also be read like this. Okay. Now children, you know that through section formula, as I am making you remind it again and again, that we are going to calculate the coordinate of the point of division. So let us talk about this complete line segment whose coordinates we know. And I am going to take the very first point of division, let it be point P. So how to calculate the coordinates of point P? Children, here you can see this complete line segment. If I am going to hide this Q, so this point P is going to divide this complete line segment in the ratio 1:2. Have a look. I am going to talk about point P only. I am going to hide it. Look. So what it would be, that point P is going to divide complete line segment in the ratio 1 and then ratio 2. Fine, students. Okay. So the same I have written here, that AP upon PB must be 1:2. In the same manner, children, if I talk about point Q, and I am going to hide this point P, because through section formula you can just calculate the coordinate of one point of division at a time. Okay, so now let us talk about this point Q. Now children, let us talk about this point Q. So for that I am going to hide point P. Children, through this point you can come to know that basically Q point is going to divide the complete line segment in the ratio 2:1. Fine, students. Okay, now So first of all, we are going to calculate the coordinates of the point P. Okay. So let P divides AB in the ratio 1:2 that I have just explained you. So M1 ratio M2 will become 1:2. For that, children, I am going to draw the line segment once again for your convenience. So I will be having AB line segment given whose coordinates I know, that is 4, -1 and -2, -3. Fine. And what I am going to do now, I am just going to calculate the coordinates of point P, which is basically going to divide this complete line segment in the ratio 1:2. Here you can see, children, by assumption, see, this is part 1 appearing and this is the bigger part appearing 2. Okay. So now this is the time to apply section formula. So what is section formula? Before that, I am going to assume the coordinates of the point P, which is point of division, that is P x comma y is equal to m1 into x2 plus m2 into x1 upon m1 plus m2 and m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1 upon m1 plus m2. Correct, students? This is m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1 upon m1 plus m2. Fine, students. Now, or how can I do to apply the formula? This is 1 into -2 because this is m1 and this is x2 plus 2 into 4 upon sum of the ratio. Here it is written 1 into -2 plus 2 into 4 upon 3. In the same manner, 1 into -3 plus 2 into -1 upon 3. 3 is what? m1 plus m2. And what is m1? Upon m2, that is 1 upon 2. Means I am going to take the sum of the ratios. Fine, children. So it would be -2 plus 8 upon 3. And here -3 minus 2 upon 3. So what are the coordinates of the point P? That is 2, -5/3. Correct, students? So now we have calculated the coordinates of the point P. Now we have to calculate the other point of the trisection, which is point Q. Its coordinate we have to calculate now. Fine, students? Now, children, for calculating the coordinates of point Q, I have basically 3 methods. So what I am going to do for that, the first one I have just explained you, that as I know that AQ ratio QB, that is complete AQ ratio QB is what? 2:1. So in the same manner, I can just calculate the coordinates of point Q because I know the coordinate of A and B. The coordinate of A are 4, -1 and the coordinate of B are -2, -3. Fine, students? So using section formula, I can calculate the coordinate of point Q, which I have assumed let it be x dash and y dash. So x dash is equal to 2 into -2 plus 1 into 4 upon 3. Fine. And y dash is equal to 2 into -3 plus 1 into -1 upon 3. This can be done. The same strategy which I adopted for point P. But for point P, I had the ratio given, it was 1:2. But for Q, I have 2:1. Fine. Means M1 will be 2 in this case and M2 will be 1 for calculating the coordinates of point Q. But suppose if I do not want to go with it, then one more strategy can be applied, children, over here. Just have a look. We have just calculated the coordinates of the point P, which are 2, -5/3. Okay. And the coordinates of point B, I know they are -2, -3. Children, you just observe this much part of the line segment, that is PB. So this Q is basically going to divide complete PB in the ratio 1:1. So can I call it as a midpoint? Yes, of course. So how to calculate the coordinates of the midpoint? x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Fine. Or one more thing I know which can be adopted to calculate the coordinates of the point Q. See, I can go for this part also, that is AQ. Here I know the coordinate of point P and I know the coordinates of point A, but I have to calculate the coordinate of point Q. Children, now in this AQ line segment, you can see that P is considered as a midpoint. Again, using the same strategy of midpoint, I can calculate the coordinates of Q point, which basically I have done. Okay, that I am going to show you now. Third method I am going to adopt to find Q, that is x dash and y dash is assumed by me. So again, I am going to draw the line. You should draw the line segment once again for your convenience. Okay. So this is line segment AQ. I have taken A coordinates. I know the coordinates of P I have just calculated, that is 2 comma minus 5 by 3. Now children, I have to calculate the coordinate of this point Q. So what is to be done? I have just told you here P will enact as a midpoint. Okay. So means I know the coordinates of the midpoint, but I have to apply the formula so that I can calculate the coordinates of point Q. Okay. So here P is the midpoint of AQ. The formula you know, children. What is the formula of midpoint? Suppose if I am going to assume this as X and this as Y, means the abscissa of X, point X I am going to assume as X, and the ordinate of point P I am going to assume as Y. So what I am going to do? Formula midpoint is X is equal to X1 plus X2 divided by 2. Y is equal to Y1 plus Y2 divided by 2. Fine. Now what is X1, Y1 over here? This is X1. This is Y1. This is X2. This is Y2. Of course, because I am going to apply midpoint formula. That would be applicable for midpoint coordinates only. Okay. So now you just find out midpoint using X1, Y1, X2, Y2. So this is the formula. X is equal to X1 plus X2 divided by 2. Y is equal to Y1 plus Y2 divided by 2. Okay. Now I am going to substitute these values over here. At place of X1 I am writing 4 plus at place of X2 I am writing X dash divided by 2. This is equal to the coordinate of midpoint, which is actually what? 2. In the same manner, minus 5 by 3 is equal to Y1 plus Y2 divided by 2. That is minus 1 plus Y dash divided by 2. Okay. So cross multiply, it would be 4 is equal to 4 plus X dash. 4 and 4 are going to be cancelled. So X dash is equal to 0. Now, while cross multiplying, I have got minus 10 is equal to minus 3 plus 3Y dash. So it would be minus 7 is equal to 3Y dash and Y dash is equal to minus 7 upon 3. So thus the coordinates of the point Q, which is basically the second point of trisection, they are 0, minus 7 by 3. Fine, student. So I have told you basically the 3 ways to calculate the coordinates of point Q. Which one you like the most as well as the easiest one, you can go with that. Now children, section formula not only helps us to calculate the coordinates of the point of division when we will be having the ratio given. In fact, we are capable to find out the ratio also when we will be having the coordinates of the point of division are given. Okay. So for that I am going to take question number 5. Find the ratio in which line segment joining A 1, minus 5 and B minus 4, 5 is divided by x-axis. On x-axis, children, you know that y coordinate is 0. Okay. Also find the coordinates of the point of division. So let us start. Let M divides the line segment joining the points A, that is 1, minus 5 and B minus 4, 5 in the ratio K ratio 1. This is basically the ratio which I am going to assume. Basically, there are two methods given. You could go with the ratio M1, ratio M2 also. But children, when you will be adopting both of these variables, you are going to apply both of these variables, then you will be getting a pair of linear equation in two variables. So you will have to basically calculate the values of both of these ratios. But if you are going to adopt this method in which instead of taking M1 ratio M2, you will be taking K ratio 1, then it would be easy for you to calculate the value of one variable only, and then ultimately you can reach on the ratio. Fine, students. So this is complete line segment AB whose coordinates you will be having, and I have considered let there is point M which is going to divide this line segment whose coordinates you will be having. No, you have to calculate whose coordinates also you have to calculate, as well as you have to calculate the ratio also. But by my assumption, I have taken the coordinate as x, y, and the ratio is also assumed by me, that is K ratio 1. Fine. Now let us apply section formula. Through section formula, as we calculate the coordinates, so by section formula, the coordinates of the point of division, that is MR, apply. This is minus 4K plus 1 into 1, that is 1 upon K plus 1, that is sum of the ratio, comma 5K minus 5 upon K plus 1. Fine. Now children, as it is given in the question that M lies on the x-axis, because x-axis is basically going to divide the complete line segment AB. So you know very well that when the point lies on the x-axis means the coordinate of that point will be x comma 0, because y coordinate must be 0 in that case. Okay. Now children, according to the question, you know that M is x comma 0, and as per the section formula also you know that the coordinates of M are minus 4k plus 1 upon k plus 1, 5k minus 5 upon k plus 1, means these both are the coordinates of point of division M only. So let us equate them. So after equating, I have got x comma 0 is equal to minus 4k plus 1 upon k plus 1, comma 5k minus 5 upon k plus 1. Okay, means x coordinate must be equal to x coordinate and y coordinate must be equal to y coordinate. If I am going to put this complete x coordinate equal to x, I will not be getting anything. Why? Because k is also unknown to me, as well as I do not know the value of x also. So what I am going to do, I am going to put equal to ordinate of point of division M. Okay. So through that I have got 5k minus 5 upon k plus 1 is equal to 0. While cross multiplying, k plus 1 into 0 will become 0 and the value of k will be 1. So the required ratio is equal to k ratio 1, that is 1 ratio 1. For example, children, if in place of this k is equal to 1, I will be getting 2 ratio 7. You know the ratio is k ratio 1. So 2 upon 7, sorry, this is 2 upon 7, not 2 ratio 7. It would become 2 ratio 7 now. The value of k, suppose I have calculated it, I have got 2 upon 7. So 2 upon 7 ratio 1. You are just going to cross multiply. You will be getting 2 ratio 7 in this case. Or you can multiply this complete ratio by 7 also. Here again you will be getting 2. Here you will be getting 7. Okay. So this was in which case when you are going to get k, the value of k in the form of fractions. Fine. Now children, as we have to calculate the coordinates of the point of division M, we have to calculate. So nothing else you are supposed to do. You just put this value of k over here so that you can just calculate the value, the coordinates of point M. Okay. One coordinate I know, that is 0. Here also if I am going to put k is equal to 1, I will be getting 0 only. Okay. So let us do it. This is 4 into 1 plus 1 upon 2. At place of k, I have written 1. Okay. Here also I am going to write 1. So this is 5 into 1 minus 5 upon 2. How did I get this 2? This is k plus 1. That is 1 plus 1 will give you 2. So children, I have got minus 4 plus 1 upon 2, comma 5 minus 5 upon 2. That is minus 3 by 2, comma 0. Fine students? So these are basically the coordinates of the point of division M. Correct? Now children, here is next concept. When you will be having any geometrical figure given and you are just going to calculate the values of the unknown variable. So for that I have taken question number 6 from 7.2. If 1, 2, 4, y, x, 6 and 3, 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram, then we have to calculate the values of x and y. So this is a parallelogram. Here I have written the coordinates as well as the vertices name. Children, I have just given the name first of all. Let the vertex A is 1, 2 coordinates, B 4, y, C x, 6 and D 3, 5. Since ABCD is a parallelogram, because ABCD is a parallelogram, children, then you know as per the property of a parallelogram, the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So what can I say? That if AC and BD both are going to bisect each other, then the midpoint of both the diagonal must be same. Okay. So the midpoint of AC and midpoint of BD must be same. So let us calculate the midpoint. I have just made you memorize the formula right now. I have to calculate the midpoint of the line segment AC. I know the coordinates. So what is the formula? x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Here you can assume, let it be x1, y1, let it be x2, y2. Fine. So I have calculated x plus 1 divided by 2 6 plus 2 divided by 2. Fine. In the same manner, now you calculate the midpoint of BD. So that would be 4 plus 3 divided by 2, y plus 5 divided by 2. Look. Fine. As I have explained you that the diagonals bisect each other for a parallelogram, so their midpoint must be same. So what can I say? That x coordinate must be equal to x coordinate and y coordinate must be equal to y coordinate. Fine, students. Okay. So x plus 1 divided by 2 is equal to 7 by 2. After simplifying 4 plus 3 you will be getting 7. And here y plus 5 divided by 2 is equal to 8 by 2. Okay, this 2 and 2 are going to be cancelled. So I have got x plus 1 is equal to 7. So what is x? That is 6. Y plus 5 is equal to 8. So y is equal to 3. So x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 3. These were basically two unknown variables to us. Fine, students. Now children, this is the last question of today's lecture. In this also we are going to adopt a section formula. This is question number 8. If a and b are minus 2 comma minus 2 and 2 comma minus 4 respectively, find the coordinates of point P such that AP is equal to 3 upon 7 of AB and P lies on the line segment AB. So through this you have judged that P is nothing but the point of division for the line segment AB. Fine. One small new concept I am going to introduce in it, children. You will be having AP is equal to 3 upon 7 of AB. This AB I am going to bring on left hand side. It will be divided. So it will be AP upon AB is equal to 3 upon 7. Children, as you know that you will be having the ratio given now. So ratio we cannot take like this, that AP is equal to 3 and AB is equal to 7. We have to take some variable along with it. Fine, because these are not the fixed values of AP as well as AB. So let AP is equal to 3x and AB is equal to 7x. Now here is the diagram for better understanding. That is, line segment AB you have and P is the point of division. Fine. Children, what is given in the question? Please have a look. AP is 3x and AB is 7x. Means you will be knowing the complete length of the line segment. But children, you know, to calculate the coordinates of the point of division, I require this ratio basically, AP upon PB. But I do not know what is PB. I know only AB and I know AP. So this is very simple to calculate PB. What can be done? Can I subtract this AP from AB to calculate PB? Of course. So PB is equal to AB minus AP. That is 7x minus 3x is equal to 4x. So children, if this part AP is 3x and PB is 4x, then now you can judge that P is that point of division which is going to divide AB in the ratio 3:4, because x and x are going to be cancelled. Okay. So here I have done AP upon PB is equal to 3x upon 4x, that is 3 upon 4, means ratio is 3:4. Now children, you know the ratio. You have to just calculate the coordinate of the point of division using section formula. Fine. So again I have drawn the line segment for your convenience so that you can better understand. This is A, whose coordinates are minus 2 comma minus 2, B, whose coordinates are 2 comma minus 4, and now I know the ratio also, in which the point P, which is known as point of division, is going to divide the line segment, that is 3:4. Means this much part is 3 and this much part is 4 approximately. Means you can say this. This is 3x, this is 4x. Ultimately x and x are going to be cancelled. So AP upon PB is equal to 3 upon 4. Now apply section formula. X is equal to, what do we do? M1 into x2, that is 3 into 2, plus M2 into x1, that is 4 into minus 2, upon sum of the ratio, that is 3 plus 4. Comma, y is equal to 3 into minus 4 plus 4 into minus 2. That is M1 into y2 plus M2 into y1 upon sum of the ratio. That is 3 plus 4 again. So let us simplify. This is 6 minus 8 upon 7, comma, 3 4s are 12 with negative sign, minus 8 upon 7. So children, I have got minus 2 upon 7 and minus 20 upon 7 as the coordinates of the point of division, that is point P. Fine. The same thing was demanded in the question, that you have to find the coordinates of the point P. Correct, students? Now children, that's it for the day. Here is your mathematics homework. Maths homework is revise derivation of section formula once again and do questions 3, 4, 7 and 9 of exercise 7.2 along with today's classwork questions in your homework notebook. Fine, students? So that's it for the day. Please like the video and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.